Hey guys, it's Swen here with West Crypto Portfolio, and this is your weekly crypto market update. All right, guys, let's dive right into it, starting with Bitcoin as usual, because we have updates. We have updates, guys, and they may not be the bullish kind of updates. There are a couple of things that I left out of the written issue, kind of on purpose, because I believe that getting into the weeds and explaining different scenarios which is what we're going to do in this video, is a little better done in video form because you get more, to use AI terminology, you get more context if you hear me talk. So let's dive right into that. And a couple things today. You can see that there is, I'm not going to call it a sea of red for the crypto markets, but it is red. Crypto markets are selling off. And the reason I'm a little, call it concerned, is because Bitcoin has failed to rally above the green downtrend line. Now, if you know, because I've been saying this for weeks, you should know by now. Please, I hope you're paying attention to the videos. Crossing above the green downtrend line confirms that this, which is June 25, July 1, confirms the 4-year cycle low. This is my cat, by the way, if you never met her. So there she is. So crossing the green downtrend line confirms that Bitcoin has established a 4-year cycle low. And I've said many times, I'm not going to keep repeating it just in case, because some of these cycle concepts can be a little abstract or arcane for some people sometimes. Confirming the 4-year cycle low is a big deal, not because it's a buying opportunity. It's a big deal because it provides a price floor. And I believe I used that exact terminology before. It's a price floor. It means that this low here between June 25 and July 1 is as low as Bitcoin goes during any sell-offs, during any corrections. And we have an upcoming correction here, guys, that's going to start very, very soon. It's going to start within a week, maybe 2 weeks at most. And one of the things that I wanted to add, some of the color that I wanted to, some of the context that I wanted to add in this video is maybe it has already started. The reason I'm saying that is because you can see that we are very, very close to the top. So the ideal top, or rather the top range on the written issue, I said July 29 through August 7 is the ideal topping window. And I was very deliberate in stating that because those are two dates, is the date from Japanese M2 tops out in exactly July 29. And my own forecasting model shows the top exactly for August 7. Both of these carry a margin of error. And it can start earlier. This topping process can start earlier. And if we're recording this on July 23, July 29, the ideal top, you can see, however, that Japanese M2 starting to peter out here around July 23. That's tomorrow. That's actually today. And so we're already in the time window. We're a little early to be expecting a top right now, but we are in the timing window for it. And so it may have started already. Any sell-off should be viewed with suspicion that maybe this is it. Maybe it has already started to correct. Now, technically speaking, we should expect the rally to continue a little while longer. And if it does, if we start rallying here into early August, at this point, we will cross above the green downtrend line. And that will be a big deal because, again, it provides a price floor for us. It tells us that during any sell-offs, and again, an important multi-month sell-off is about to start getting underway. So this is a big deal. Does Bitcoin have enough fuel left in the tank to rally above the green downtrend line before the correction begins? This is the key insight. This is what I'm watching for. Do we have enough fuel in this rally to get us across this finish line, across this key critical technical level on my timing model before the sell-off begins? We are not wondering whether or not the sell-off will take place at all. It will. Bitcoin will start correcting in early August at the latest, and it will drop through October. So at least through September, possibly through the middle of October. We're talking about a 60, 75-day correction here. Not a serious correction if we can cross above this line. If we don't cross above the line, I'm not gonna make any statements on how severe the sell-off is going to be. Probably 50K will be in the card. So that's scenario number one. If we do not cross this green downtrend line, watch for 50K on Bitcoin. It probably goes there. It may even go below there. Why 50K? Because 50K was support. Let me hide some of these lines. 50K was support, solid support in 2024. Why is 2024 important? Because it's the first correction after the ETF was launched. In other words, a bunch of institutions loaded up on Bitcoin at it was around this time here, January 9. So about 46, 40K. That's kind of their lowest entry point. And so 50K, you can see that in 2024, 50K would not get crossed several times it was tested. It was tested in July. It was tested a month later in August. It was tested a month after that in September. It was never crossed below that. It's a nice round level. I believe Bitcoin's market capitalization is around 1 trillion also at 50K. So it's a good, solid support level to watch out for. If the sell-off begins and we're not across the green down trend line. Now, as I've said many times, we do still have time, technically speaking. I don't like to see these corrections, however, so early, so close to the ideal topping window, which is why I've said many times on the written issue, do not take this for granted. I was careful to say, if we cross the green down trend line, if we cross this line, do not take it for granted. I did say in the written issue, and I stand by that, getting close to these downtrend lines usually means the prices will cross above or below them. So it means usually, so if Bitcoin is getting close to one of these technical indicators, usually it will cross the threshold. It will cross above or below the trend line, as the case may be. So the base case is still Bitcoin crosses this line. It confirms the 4-year cycle low to have taken place between June 25 and July 1. And that's it. That's as low as Bitcoin goes. 57K is as low as Bitcoin goes during any corrections and during this upcoming, call it Q3 correction that is already scheduled. It's already scheduled to take place. It shows up on my timing model. It also shows up on both liquidity lines that we're tracking here.